Fine, let us start our session. Okay, let us start our session. And today and tomorrow we'll be going to cover all these topics. We have about 10 topics. We will see do while loop, do until loop, and difference between while loop and do while loop, difference between do loop and do until loop, okay, for each loop, where we can use for each loop, and what is a select case statement and how it is useful. We will write a program for factorial as well as Fibonacci using the controls to call the macros. Now, as of now, we are calling macros something like alt plus F8, and we are selecting some particular macro and we are executing, right? We can create a button. From that button, we can call the macros. We will see how. Okay. And also, what is a last row? Excel, it is very important to know about how to find a last row and how to find a last column. And I said like the last row in the sense it is not like 10,48,000 is not the last row. Last user column on the spreadsheet. Okay. Last user row, last column, and finally tomorrow we will be seeing how to create a form with controls, with a different controls such as like a text boxes, a radio button, and using some form control check boxes, and we will save some data which is entered on that form onto the Excel, and while saving the data onto the Excel, right, we will perform validations also whether that particular data is existing on the Excel sheet or not already. Okay. First thing, we will start with the control actually today. See, yesterday we have an issue while writing for loop, and we have stopped there for one logic, right? We have a syntactical problem yesterday. See, this is the syntax. Okay. So same program, right? We will call using the button now. We will create a button on the Excel sheet and we will call that macro. We have something here, developer tab and insert. There is option, right? Insert, right? Here we have actually two different two different types of controls. One is form control and another is actives control. We will first use the form control. Okay. In this form control also, say form control section, we have again different options again. We have a button, form control button. It is known as form control button, and other is something combo box. Combo box. Whenever we see on the web pages, right, we will click on some particular drop-down box. It is also known as combo box. It can contain different options. We can make use of that. We will see how it will be useful in later session. And this is checkbox. How this is useful. And this is something scroll or spin button. It is not very it is very rarely used, and this list box and this combo box does the same thing, but list box, right, it can show you, display you the number of available items at a time, but coming to combo box, right, whenever you click on the drop down box, then only it will show the available options, and you can make list box also as a combo box. Combo list box does functions what combo box does and what list box does. Okay, and this is a radio button, and these are the upper line controls. These are the controls which we commonly use, and the controls here, right, which we very rarely use, and we will not be coming across it. Okay, fine. First, let me create a button now. Click on that and just click on that button and just click on the Excel. It is asking us which macro you want me to assign to the button. Okay. Now, if you select a particular macro, right? Okay. I'm selecting something this function to print stars in reverse. Okay. Click on edit or click on OK. That function will be assigned to this button. Okay. And see, you can also do something like this: drag and drop, drag the control to make your own size to fit something. You can decorate, and also you can label this button to identify what function it does. Okay. Okay. Now see, whenever if you click on this button, right? Okay, and you can give whatever function it does. See, previously, say we are doing something like selecting Alt plus F8, and then we are selecting particular macro and we are running. So every time, right, you can it is not it is not doable like that. You want to make it easy something. You want to make it easy or something, so you can do like this. Okay. Okay, we need to handle this kind of situation. As of now and as of yesterday, right? Whatever the program we write yesterday, we think that it is correct. See, now today it was throwing error. When when did it throw error? On the event, I clicked on the cancel. It has thrown some error, right? So for this cancel also, you need to write a code. Right? And the error handling part, I will tell you sometime later because if I tell you now, then it might get confused for you. Okay. Okay. Now see, come to, I'm creating a new module. What coming to this do while loop. See, do while loop. Whatever the while loop does, right, the same thing the do while loop also does. But there should be some difference because this is adding something called a do before the loop. We will see what the difference is. For writing just a small program. Okay? Demo on do. Okay? I'm declaring a variable as usual. I want to print 1 to 10 numbers. First, I write something like this. First, I'm writing my program something like this. I'm taking a input box and to print on Excel, right? First, we will clear the sheet. For that, right, we will create an object. To create an object, what we should do? Set sht1 is equal to worksheets of give a sheet name here. Okay. First, first clear the content on the sheet one. Clear. Okay. You are clearing the cells on the sheet one. Okay. Then you are accepting a
start all the
connect అవ్వదా?
లింక్ ఏం చేస్తున్నారు